Alright, guys, it's having a little issue, but now I'm back. Just wanted to do a quick recap of my just want to do a quick recap on my short on SAEX. So in this strategy here, it just really I'm shorting into major resistance. So I didn't even know the reason why the stock was going up, but it was able to get picked in the pre-market. When I do my pre-market scans before the market opened, I saw that this stock was gapping up, and not only was it gapping up, it was trading a lot of volume, and the stock had went up tremendously before before the market start. So immediately once I saw that, this right is the intraday chart on the top. Bottom is the yearly chart. Each candle represents 1 day on the bottom, and I have this 2-day 1 minute. So every candle represents it. So once I saw that going up, I was waiting for a spike, and my thought, and if you go back and watch the live action of the trade, you know I try to commentate as I go along, but as I was watching the stock, I was formulating my thesis behind it, so that way I could have a good exit strategy if it's not going my way. So I had my risk level up into the 3, because that's where I saw like the 3-ish area where I saw all the major resistance. So I started right out the gate for this segment here. Once I saw it spiked and it got to like the 250s, and I saw the first red candle, and I saw the second one, I started shorting it around 250. Actually, I think I got like 249, right around here. I started my short. I wanted to get more position, but since my risk level was so broad, I couldn't get that many shares. I didn't want to, add on my ads for this stock, so that way, just in case if it rips up on me, I'm not full position and gonna take a real big loss if I'm risking it off the 3 area. So that was like midway. So that's about 41 cents a share of a loss based upon my starting position. So that was manageable. But if had I went full size there, I mean, that would have been, a couple of $1,000 loss. So I didn't want to start off by going full side, and I was actually hoping that was going to rip up even more, so that way I could start adding and getting closer to my risk level there. So once I saw it snap quickly all the way to like the like 225. That's a dip. I thought that was it, but once I saw it started, it formed a higher low. Then it was contesting this area. I actually covered right around here. I covered, I think, at like 228. So and it was literally 15 minutes. Just did a quick trade. I covered, and I was flat. But then I was anticipating that it's gonna grind up, so I just took a quick profit there. The next thing that I did, go back. I was waiting to it to perk up, so it actually perk. It went up all the way to the 269. Saw again another red candle. The green one, saw that it couldn't get higher. Then I started shorting it. Actually shorted got a position at 262. Snap. I got another position around like 258ish. And right again got 252. And this started today. And one thing about it, with these, you definitely got to be patient. I was not patient at all. Once I saw that it tried to back up, like literally, I think I sold right around here. I sold right around here. I think it was like 242 was the average that I was able to get. So it made like a quick $400 profit. But had I held, like literally 2 minutes later, the stock snapped. Then it had further day grinding. It started grinding down. $2.03. Had I held, like I had that was my plan, because my whole plan when I was mapping this out during pre-market is to get a lot of shares closer to like the 3 mark, and if not, just get a starter position and allow this stock to fade for the rest of the day. And even if it would have perked back up, I should have still been patient, because like I said, my risk level was for this stock was in the 3s. So I didn't have ridiculous size to where if it would have perked up, I still could have got more shares, still could have been shorting, but I didn't. Once I looked and see how much I was up by, I was like, well, let me just take for sure profit, and if it does go back up, I could try to short. But in that case, it wasn't the best thing to do, because had I just waited, I would have been a couple of $1,000s just off of my starter position. So this strategy here, it's real simple. I find all these, and I love the type of pattern. I love this type of chart because there's so many reasons. It's big though. When like you see this one spike, fake down, big one spike, fake down. So I knew I could actually come and play big on this, and had this stock to be able to just start fading down. Another thing that I did do too as well, when I was looking at it, I wanted to see how many shares that was available for the float. So that way, if it's like a 2 million, if it had 2 million shares, that typically could tell you if this stock would double or triple or quadruple. So that way I wasn't planning a trade without knowing all the facts. So it's very good to have all the facts about a stock before you do trade it. So pre-market, I looked at the float. $8 million. So to me, it still has spikeability, but I didn't think that this would be able to be. I mean, it could have, but I didn't think it was going to be like a triple or quadruple. And I saw how many shorts that was as of June 14. There wasn't really a lot. So made all those through my formulation. Made my thesis, and this worked out for me. So this was real simple. Overall, I was in this trade for probably an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. and made a quick $400 something profit. Could have been more, but a gain's a gain. I'm not complaining. So I'd rather have gains than loss. And over time, that's going to snowball to make your account even bigger. That was just my quick recap. I'm going to make a recap video maybe on Monday on my trade CL. This is an earnings play. Pre-market, I was watching it. If you're on the pre-market as well, I actually missed my buy order. I was saying pre-market when I saw this dip, when it first dipped down to the 9. I was saying that I want to see it dip down another time, and based upon that second dip, to go ahead and go in and purchase, because the breakout level is right there at the 9s. Roughly at the 9s. So this was a breakout, had good news. So a whole bunch of catalysts. And I was telling the people who was watching that I want to buy it like somewhere around the low 9s, close to the $9 mark. At that time I was in the SAEX trade, so I missed it. And sure enough, the stock from where I was anticipating to buy it at all the way up to $10.38. So that's well over a dollar, well over a dollar of upside. I still think that this stock still has some upside. I did buy close to the market end. So currently right now I have an average of $10. $10. I think the last traded price is $9.96, but there was a bid and asked. 10.03, 10.09. I believe this is gonna gap up, maybe, hopefully, to like the 10.20s, and it ripped past the high of day from Friday, and I get out with a profit. So that's pretty much it. I'll make a recap, let you know how did I do on this trade on Monday. I'm not going to be trading live on Monday. Next time I trade live is going to be Wednesday and also Thursday. I'm still doing this part-time, so eventually I am going to transition to actually trading full-time next year. So a lot to come in the next coming months here. So this is Vladimir signing off.